What is up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Beck and Development Weekly Stream, episode 177. What's going on with everyone? Dwight will not be with us tonight. He might jump into chats, but he is out with his significant other, out and about doing their things and all that. So it's just going to be me, but we did get another page finished, and we will be working on actually I was working on the next page earlier today, and then I was all excited to be like, yeah, look, I got another page finished. Like, yeah. And then I noticed there are three things in it that need to be straightened up. Oh, what's up, 80s May? What's up? Yeah, so I've got a couple details, and I figured that'd be good to go through with this episode, is just go in there, add those little details, and finish the page on the stream, because I really thought I already had it done. But anyway, guys, this is the page that we've been working on for the past couple weeks, but it is finished. So get all that drawn up there this week and got all that denethite in there, nightmare eaters back there, and that's where we're going to be working on. Is if you guys remember seeing the cover, that's what looks to be about like Christmas lights over in the lower corner over here. These are load-in crescents that basically surround this being, the nightmare eater. This is also kind of the same reason there are what look like Christmas lights all around them. These are all the different type of load-ins that they're wearing as protection, as shielding almost, if you would. So that's kind of what's going on there. I mean, it's dealing with the harmonics. They vibrate. There's tones going on. So if you know the instrument, a steel bachet, which is it's made of glass, but it's like a xylophone or a piano with these glass rods, and you wet your fingertips and, rub them on the glass, and the steel horns are able to project the noise, and it's just so stinking cool. So I was thinking something like that, like a steel bachet, like xylophone type situation, a piano scale of sorts, but it's using the loading stones. But yeah. We'll dig into that. Actually, I could add it to the big page spread out. So I might do that during this. But yeah, little crack rocks. I mean, look, so it's good to see you, Ace Man. Heck yeah. So yeah, up here. Like I said, guys, Dwight's not with us tonight. But we're working here. I've got a couple. The other detail that I didn't finish, I'll go ahead and say it here, is the load-in cowl of Sarfagan back here isn't illuminated. I've just got it kind of in there. I got to clean that detail up. I didn't see it until just now. I kept looking over going, that shade seems awfully dark, but no, it's been this mark is out of spot. So illuminate the cowl, or I'm going to say it somewhere. I'm going to do the crescents, work on the cowl, and then just like on the previous page, I was highlighting the shrubbery up here, and then basically went somewhere else and never came back to this shrubbery. So I need to highlight that shrubbery, and then the page is finished. So let's go, yeah, dude. So the other thing is Final Fantasy 16 released. That looks good. Impressed. Way to go. Yeehaw. That's that thing looks nuts. I watched the at least the demo play of it, and yeah, it looks real good. So if you guys are into that Game of Thrones type fantasy, but it's Final Fantasy, dude, it's gonna be nuts. Yeah, there we go. Wanted to work. So if you saw this apparatus, these crescents have two main sets so that are interlinked. So I'm trying to match this one big giant arc crescent and come right under it with another one. Now, I wanted to kind of taper it closer because of the way that it angles and swoops, but I need to check and make sure I was right on that. Yep. So what I mean is, as it curves around in here, the two bars, the way the angle is, it actually has a, to our perspective, it'll have a twist. So I needed it to start to taper or intersect, if you will, but it's all on an arc. So that means I got to come down here and pop the other side. Let's see if that was run. Yeah, it run right about here. So, and there's 4 of these. So there's another one right here. There's one right here and one under here. So we're gonna do that to all of these. And you can see the same thing happening here with the kind of the arc twist. Now it doesn't really have to. I mean, if I don't want it to, I could probably, let's see. And even at the same time, like, because the intersection is actually lost behind that piece there, which I don't know how I feel about that. I might need to bring it at I'm looking at the, I might need to bring, no, because that's all, yeah, it's all here connected. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, it needs to stay where it's at. So anyway, well, let's go, keep moving. I need to stop talking and start working. Let's see. So, I like the swoop though. So, hold on, turkeys. I don't want my pen, I want my eraser. So yeah, I'm actually erasing these out of work. So I probably should, oh, see now. I got too many things open. Okay, calm down. See, that saves me a little bit. Yep. I didn't like that at all. That's why I have to kind of take my time with that, because I'm erasing it out of the line. And so, I'm starting to feel like I'll get it close and then come back and put some more line art back in. And that got too wide out here. I need it closer. This is why I didn't do this. I'm starting to see why I didn't do it. Come on. But yeah, so all the pitfalls. But these are the last details, and we're only 8 minutes in, so you guys can humor that a little bit. Come on, dude. You keep erasing, and it's like, no, we don't want to work. Come on. Or Alt-Z. I'm working on its base memory too hard. All right, that should be enough. Let me get that. So if you get kind of into this, there's a guide or you can make your own guide here by making a line. So like here, if I want to make a line that's not on the artwork, cool, and then I can transform it and get it into the proper position that I'm looking for. And I'll basically use that as a tracing line with my eraser. And that should get it in the position I want. It really needs to speed up. I might actually close down and reopen. You guys have seen me do that a couple times before. It seems to be slowing down quite a lot. So I'll get back to that in a second. As soon as it catches back up, I will save out. Sorry about that, yo. Save. Yeah, that'd be cool when it starts working. And that's the other thing that line, it's just an extra layer, which you can go ahead and do your line, moving around, place it, see where you want to kind of go with it. And like I said, you can use it as a tracing tool or, heck, I mean, if it's positive, like additive process that you're doing, just doing it with the pen and you want it there. That's another way to do a quick little swoop. Yeah, this thing was slowing it down. Oh, there's the other thing too with because all the layers are on that since I'm using a pen tool and eraser or something, it's changing all those layers behind it. So it's taking a long time to calculate all of that. So I am closing this down and relaunching Photoshop. Sorry. I guess I should have done that before. So yeah, the idea is I'll get the line art in for those crescents, and then come with a base layer to kind of give it a solid color, or a base, a mask, however you want to call it. Get all the lighting and shading taken care of. I would want to try to at least get the crystals popped into. Oh, what happened here? Well, all right, cool. Came back. Sorry about that, guys. If it froze up, jittered out, something like that. It's taking it a minute. Oh no. Maybe I shouldn't have turned it off. Because now Photoshop is like, no, dude, shut up. We don't want to open that again. So let's see. Yeah, I'm just trying to open it back up. Bear with me. This isn't Boomer. It's just trying to open it up. I'm even trying to open. I'm going every which way to try to open that file back up right now. Photoshop's having a tizzy fit. Come on. No, I shut it down and it's not one to open back up. And usually when this happens, I have to restart the computer. Oh, that's not good. Well, oh, what's up, Jeremy Burtz? How you doing, Jeremy Burtz? I was working until it was slowing down, and then I've got this happening. Stupid Photoshop. Let's see. Bear with me, guys. I'm going to do a little ancient techniques here. You guys remember the old times. Old times. You kind of use some keystrokes to open up some other things. Yep. It didn't totally close down. That's why. Right. We want that one going too. Get out of here. Yeah, it's still ripping through. All right, cool. Should be gone now. We should be able to open it back up. Sorry about that. Ta-da! I got it working. Yeah. So yeah, basically always check your Control Alt Delete your text manager, see if Photoshop's frozen up, go into it, shut it all down. Yeah. We're back. I'm getting the images pulled back up. We're back up. Sorry about that. Should work faster. Okay. All right. Present. Share screen. We're back. So let's see what kind of trouble we were in. All right, back here with that line trace. Like I was saying, you just draw your line in there, and now we get to transform it. I usually go with a warp because you can grab kind of the corner anchors and drag them pretty good, and that'll warp it all right enough. Like I said, if you're feeling a little nervous about certain angles and stuff, you can draw the line again. I'm just using it right now as a guidepost. So that to that looks good to me. So let's go back into here and start erasing some of this out of here. So like I said, it's more of a tracing guide. I can actually use it as one of the contours. So I may not get rid of it, but it looks like I'm erasing to the left of it. So come back up here, try to do the same thing. We're going to add a layer and we're going to swash that line in there. And like I said, there's a ton of layer effects going on top of it. We're underneath it a little bit. And that's what's taking it some chug time. Right, got that angle, warping this tail. And I don't even know if you guys can register if this is registering on the screen clear enough for this to make sense. But we're trying. Right, back to eraser. And that's going behind that denethite in front of this. So we're making room on the pencil layer to add this detail in there. These loading crescents. If anything gets a little rough, you can always go back in with your pencil and just tighten it up. And I do find doing certain things like that, just go ahead and draw it back in rather than try to do like quick tricks if you don't know them already by second nature. If you're trying to get them to second nature, yeah, use them all you can, but never hurts to get better at drawing. Okay, hold on. Looks like that's what's happening. Yep. All right. Now there's that crossways right here. So slash. Kind of slash I like. My hand moves that way. So warp it into position. I mean, these are also just like Photoshop techniques. Working with Joe got me on the whole slash with digital work. Now, in with the traditional stuff, I'm usually on my. If you watch the the video where I drew the pit. The videos where I drew the pit. It was you can see how I start slashing everywhere first, getting that gesture in. And Joe said it earlier. It's kind of like I carve everything in after those guidelines are made. I don't see a problem. He didn't see a problem with it either. So as long as it keeps getting the work done. All right, so my apparati are there. Oh, what's up, Phantasmagorica? What's up? Yeah. All right, so let's get some details in here. We are 20 minutes in. Sorry about that delay on that Photoshop shutdown and back up. Let's see. Let's get this cover back up for my reference because we're making the Christmas lights. Over here, crescent. So we got about the space on the top one, if you know, or what will be the top, or okay, for view. The bottom one here, the space between each loading is about half the what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying, right? There's more on this run than there are on this. There's an equidistance. There's one between these, but then there's 1, 2, 3. So you can see that with the brackets. I don't know if that makes sense, but you'll see what I'm doing. So, here's the other thing. Those brackets should have a focal point if I'm going to do this right. So that focal point needs to be the Nightmare Eater coming from where these things are surrounded. So I need to get that back or detail. There we go. So back here. So my focal point, if you guys can see, and we're looking at the back of Nightmare Eater really, but it's this thing here. So that mass. So I want to kind of keep my focal point around basically his back. And that'll give me a good center point to kind of keep all these brackets in the proper perspective I need them in. Sorry, I'm talking too much again, but here we go. See, that's a little, I need to be a little bit more like that. Yep. Okay, and one more second. Okay, so doubled. Okay, that's going to be my base distance. So come back here. I'm doing a lot of eyeballing. Something that you probably should get rulers out. Joe actually has a lot of ways of breaking things down, which is always great. That's one of the big things I would always tell someone to start to practice doing if they're drawing is learn to break things down into like planar systems. It helps. But with the eyeball thing, like I can kind of see this one's a little bit further from the left, so it's a little larger than this, but this got a little larger than that. And what's bad is that it's receding from us, so it needs to be the opposite. So this gap needs to be even slightly a tad larger than this if I can help it. I know that sounds pedantic, but we're working. It sounds nuts right now, but then when you zoom out and you see all the scales being right when it recedes properly. But then again, if you have a good way of breaking that down mathematically so you can give yourself a good structure to draw with, you can get it perfect. And Joe would sit there and be like, yeah, the time you spent eyeballing it, I could have drew it perfect with guides. And that's, yeah. Just trying to make a quick work from what I can. I don't even know if I like that. I don't know. Yeah, that guy right there makes me feel weird. Okay, let's roll somewhere like that. It's thicker than. So, okay, never mind. I wanted to eyeball as much as I can, but I'm not going to do it. Nope. And it's a small detail. Again, the whole page is that big, but once the crystals are set in there and the apparatus is colored, yeah, you'll be able to see it pretty plain. So I'm trying to Alt Z back and get all that detail that I erased back in here. Again, I should just be doing this with like solid colors, get all of it in, and then do some line art on top of it. Oh, I haven't had a lot of. I mean, I've been thinking about when I had to do this part of it for a minute. Okay, I'm gonna come up to the top here and give me some guidelines. I'm gonna make a cross section here. Make it larger. Okay. And like I said, I'm just basically doing a 1-point perspective from the chest of the Nightmare Ear. So we're going to be turning it clockwise right there. It gives me some crosshairs to kind of zero in on exactly where I want. We're going to merge those. We're going to duplicate them. We're going to turn those at 45. Where is it? Right here. Yeah, 45. And that gets that happening there. Again, there's people make guides and use guides. I kind of, again, love the idea of learning to break things down, having a system. I think it's 22, 23. So now I got some lines here. The measurements on the division or the rotation is going to start getting a little spotty. So I think that's 11.3 now. All right, so and we're starting to get these. Look what's happening. Yeah, okay. As I'm getting further away, that's happening. So I'm gonna. You guys are watching me kind of like discover this on my own right now. So be patient. See if I pull them in towards here. Okay, no. Do I know? Do I really know? I'm thinking that's got to be warped too. Yep. Okay, let's see. Yep. Okay, so let's do that. Perspective down here. Scale right there. Okay, that gives me something to work with. I don't really need the guides to be perfect. I need them to kind of be equidistant, which I'm seeing right here and here aren't really happening. Okay, screw that. Okay, I'm gonna do that same thing but somewhere else. One more review. Again, no one's really going to get on my butt probably for that. Not being right, but I will. The other thing is the turn. A little turn back in there makes that shape a bit different because it's not lining up on all of them. If you see, the angles are all wacky. All right, we're going back to instinct. I was moving faster. Let's come back. Right there. All right, let's go back to instinct. Just back up to here. What's Bud here? What's up, Bud? Yeah. Everyone say hi to Bud. He's been feeling much better. Hopefully it stays that way. again, not tilted enough. There we go, back up here. There. Tilted enough, right back here. And sometimes exploring the shape and breaking it down, like you just watch me try to do, sometimes it just helps you understand the shape better. You know, you may not come out of it with anything, but you'll figure it, you get a better idea of it. So the more you keep trying, the better your assumptions will be. So that's starting to recede out a lot faster, so those should be getting closer faster, if that makes sense. All right, I'm okay with that one. We're at 8:30, so I'm gonna go ahead and start getting some details racked up into this arc here. So I've got these tapers, these horns, 3 thick tubing. Oh wow. Okay, guess what I'm gonna do, guys? So I don't have to keep switching. We're here. Pop back up to here. Sense in a second. Just give myself a little reference photo in the corner while I do it. Not small enough. That's better. Okay, back into here. Alrighty. Now let's get some real work done. There's not much detail I could pull into these because of obviously the nature of what it is. This is a lot of implied detail that's going to happen. So a lot of it's going to be popping off of the highlights that I get into it, and the light of the load-ins that are attached as well. So just want to get those tiny little bits in there and make sure I get things right. So I might be a little off here. I don't know. No, I'm all right. Keep moving. So we get these brackets, almost like ladder, ladder step reinforcement is a good way to kind of think about it. I'm going to get those in place, and we can come back and probably find where the sockets go for each of the load-ins. There's a little bit of implied detail in between each rung. Again, if you know your ellipse dimensions that well, how tight or wide you make your ellipse on that turn can help the eye interpret it properly. I know it sounds like a lot of jibber jabber. Let's go. All right, load-ins now. The other thing that the brackets getting their angles right is going to help me get the load-in angles right when I pop those in. So that's what I'm doing right now. Go here. Go here. And so what I want to do is kind of play it safe by popping those load-ins on the ladder steps or the brackets, if you would. And on this one that's further away, so the outer ring has smaller extra load-ins popping out of the center points. And so in between each rung here, we'll get the other load underneath there. So we get kind of a, you know how a piano's scales work. You get your white and your black keys, certain steps and scales. So yeah, that's kind of what's happening, or at least what I was wanting to happen with these. Heck yeah. It's been a while since we seen Bud around here. But yeah. It's good. Alright. Like I said, highlights are going to be most of the detail about trapping myself into more line work. There's no need for it right now. Using, if you ever done scratch board, it's a good exercise for all artists. Just get a good old scratch board and start scratching the black coating off of it to reveal. Some have rainbow textures behind, some are just white, some actually get metallic, but good practice learning how to draw with an eraser. Plus it has a really cool look to it. All right, so if you see what's happening there, right? Yeah. So let's play with the highlights and see what I mean by just dropping those highlights and really pop at it. So all my highlights got to be on the lower part, or the well, you'll see where I accent these, but you want that highlight facing your light source. And mine in this case is the Nightmare Eater deep in the Denethite chamber. So highlighting the rungs and the armature, and then I'm going to start popping those load-in textures in. From there, we'll probably start to color them. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put it. See, that's that guy. It's not an eater. That might be my only choice. Okay. Here we go. So I'm not trying to make it incredibly smooth and solid with these with this light color. This is going to imply the imperfections or the dinginess in between is going to imply the detail of, textured crystals from a distance, of course. This is kind of impressionism technique too. You don't have to be that exact when it's going to get shrunk down. Again, when I zoom out, we'll see how small this actually is. But it's easier to get when it's that small. So see, haha. Now let's make them glow. Make them crack rocks glow. Now I don't need them that color. Actually, I do have some that are that color. Start with the blue. We can control the glow. That looks alright to me. Also change the layer style of that glow. So if we really wanted to get like really strong accents on it, some lighter ones. Vivid light looks good. It's just faint enough. So going with that light blue allows me to kind of just sit there with that, and I can start working. Oh, what's up, Miss Good Stuff? What's up? This is going to allow me to start working around the rest of the armature, get those in place, come back, reusing that loading layer, get them all on, and basically that's how I actually going to get Sarfagan's loading cowl lit up as well. But so let's keep moving. I've got still some more load-ins to pop off here. Remember, there's a twist. Oh. Sorry, just thinking. That's what happens when you have a beard. You think by scratching. back to that thing right there, right there. That's not it. What did it do? Oh, 920. We're already on 920 layers on this one, everyone. Yeah. And I did say when I get done with the book, I will do a final layer count, how many layers each page took, and do a tally. We'll see how many layers this book took to make, at least by my making. Okay, right there, right there, right there. They need to be tamped a little bit. So soft brush, 30%. Kind of breaking down because again they're receding off into the distance. So I need that. And some of these get rather gigantic, don't they? Some of those need to kind of come down a bit, and I'll have to rework. No, picture. I have to rework line art in those. So come back to 856, get the line kind of lightly kind of scribble tight circles in those areas to kind of grab that little detail back in there. All right, we got one arch there, and we got to do the rest. All right, same principle. This one's getting a little wonkier. Cool. Spacing. So we're about half my pinky. And that right there, which would be there. Again, working on the other side. Got me pretty confident to come in here. Start to eyeball these brackets. Oh, it's fun. Oh, another good practice for anybody doing some drawing is helix stairs, spiral staircases. Those will get you leveled up pretty quick. And if you ever get the chance to make one, do it. I'm going to go ahead and pop these in here, but I have a feeling. I do. My feeling's right. So because they were tapering out in that direction, I was thinking the taper out was going into the distance, but no, it's coming at us. So this is going to work opposites. Great. Sorry, guys, bear with me. I was doing good, so good. Oh, doing so stinking good. But no. Got dyslexia of space. All right, I'm checking that again. Yeah, see, this is coming at us. That's going away, but the way those rails are being spaced, you would think the opposite is happening. And I did that because these are right next to it, but these are closer to us than this. So this has got to be spaced like that. Okay, so that would mean I don't have to erase all of them. The angles are still good, but I did need to erase some. So I'm gonna try this again, guys. So I'm gonna go off of that, work about the half mark in between the spaces that I did, which is good. Means again my eyeball, the work I've done will help keep me going around. See, this starts to get a little tighter right here. Okay, it's time to spread that out. How many of you guys? Never mind. I mean, that was definitely that's what she said, joke. But or like if you're going to prison. Oh, what's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, Bud, you out of here? Later, Bud. Oh, what time is it? 15 minutes. Yeah, those are supposed to be spread apart further. And now I'm lost in the thick. So, not totally. Just got to rework some of this stuff to hide what I done. Get me back in here. So, if it goes for a minute, it's 2 of line art can kind of make your old habits pop back up because or at least my subconscious can still see where I erased those old ones. Sometimes I got to come back in here and reconnect some things, so it really wipes it. You can see how this line right here isn't exact either. I'm sorry. This is why this book is taking so long, guys. It's me. It's me. There you go. This one's doing the same thing. Okay, straighten that out. All right, now it's supposed to get spaced wider. Let's go. All right, good, 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 good. I'm not gonna keep doing that to you guys. Hold on. Bet you Bancroft could do this with his eyes shut. Oh, by the way, yeah, Bancroft's new campaign is in 4 days, I believe. So if you guys did read the Lucent, and I did, I liked it. I'm intrigued by where he's going with it. This next book will be launching in 4 days. Woo! Okay, yeah, I gotta check it again. Once I start doing rotations like that, I can't keep my head in the right space. Yeah, see, there's something going on there, something going on there, something going on there, and I don't know how to feel about it. Oh, I gotta start getting crystals in there, or I'm gonna drive myself nuts. I'm glad I waited to do this. You guys actually get to see some of the harder things when my imagination kicks in and I got to do all this strange stuff. Sometimes my own brain's like, that don't make sense. Like right now, that shape doesn't make sense, but I feel that the angles are rightish enough for me to kind of come in here and start popping some crystals in. See, I think I just did that, and I didn't even need to do that right here. Anyway, so eventually I just trust myself and go into it. Crazy. It's just crazy. All it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm crazy. Y'all crazy. It's all crazy. Dwight's not even here for me to call him crazy. It's all nuts. I know. Speak for yourself, Jared. Okay, hold on. I gotta check myself again. No, I don't. I'm good. Okay. Right there, right there, right there, right there. I keep forgetting the way I've got this. Check again. It's probably a better way of doing that. yeah, another tip. Remember what I was doing in the beginning with the guidelines? That's how I should have done this. I should have done the whole apparatus and guidelines a layer on top of all this art, line art. And then when I was ready to commit it down, then commit it down on the line art. The way I'm doing it here is if I mess up, I mess up pretty bad. There's a lot of touch up to do. Here's one example is this is way too thick for being that far in the background. So, and again, these are tiny details. When I zoom all the way out, you're going to be like, oh my God, that's probably not even going to show up in the print. But any little subtleties, I got to pick up on because I don't know what the print's going to be able to pick up. I don't want to be going, yeah, it's ready to go. Come back, and I'm like, no, something I did artistically doesn't work. I have to reformulate. I think I'm being too nervous about it, but like I said, I was super stoked to be done with this page, and then I saw that I hadn't done this part of it yet, and I was like, no way. But at least I'm catching them, It'd be bad to let it go to print and not catch these little details. But I also need to kind of keep moving too. So I've been trying to keep the speed up and worry about things like that when I start getting pre-press or pre-print set up, because I can still go in and adjust colors and contrasts and all that, making sure everything's just right. So okay, ew, getting lazy now. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get those. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm going to get this stuff some color. Start feeling it somehow. Feeling it somehow. Wrong one. Sorry if I haven't interacted with you guys in a minute. Trying to keep my train of thought right here. Talking out loud. Like I said, all these got to be different colors. I'm just getting the material layers set up in place, and then I'll separate all of them into their different layers of their different colors. Pull out that eraser a little bit, get some, like I was saying earlier, kind of dinge them up a little bit, creating it consistency, and then ones that go off in the distance, tamp down a bit. All right. I don't think I'll get the other ones, but hey, you guys see what I'm doing, some crazy stuff. But yeah, here we go. This is Benethite chamber. Gate into The 1032. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back to that. I don't like that at all. Because if it's gonna keep tapering, that's gonna if it's gonna be right. If it's gonna be right. It could be the way I did those last two. But no, I'm pretty certain I could pull that one closer. Because that's right, this like weird hop right here. I just know that the shape is wrong and my brain can't unsee it. That one's good. This one is rough. And I don't know what to do just yet. I think I do. But that changes all my brackets again. It changes that whole streak. And it's either that one or I could pull this. This one might be easier to pull out and into, so I don't even know if that's making sense to you guys, but you know what? Hold on to your butts. It's scary. It's scary. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's scary. Okay, where's that line at? I don't want it here anymore. I don't want that line here because I gotta get rid of it. That's not you. 916, that's you. Yep, cool. All right, coming back. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna try to push a little bit further and fill that in so you guys can see that amount of surgery. Holy crap. It's a big move. It's a big move. I had all that in place. Ugh. This is going to be a little Bob Rossi for you guys because I know it's not necessarily making sense just yet, but Dwight has said it before. Like when I come in here and do one thing and switch it up, it's like when it'll just snap into position. You'll be like, oh, cool. Hopefully. Okay, and then these things gotta come off. Reposition. So is that done? Yeah, those are all out of whack. So is that though? Okay, you know what? Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Erase some load-ins. Get them out of here. Get them out of here. Okay. So basically what I did is just pulled that art closer. Which, theoretically, when I zoom back out, that should have corrected the thing that I wasn't liking, which was it wasn't a real clean curve. It kind of looked like I tried. I don't like that. I want it to be like I did it, not that I tried. So this was a weird one. Okay, now you see how it's starting to curve somewhat all right. I'm still seeing something I'm not 100% on. It could be simply my spacing. I don't know. I'm sitting here looking. It's somewhere right in here. It doesn't feel right. could have been it right there. And then the other thing is turning and rotating too. I could also see it from here. All right. I'm right. It is right in here. Curvatures and trajectories, man. Stupid. All right. Sorry, I keep breathing into the microphone, guys. My bad. It's all that hot air leaving my head. And yes. All right. Well, I think it's about. Yeah. Yeah, that did it. All right. Yep, that did it. Okay, I'm better now. All right, now I get my brackets back in here to get my crystals popped back in. Need them popped right. I'm going to try to rotate that in so I get that right there. More crystal here. More in there. I don't know. It looks right on the curve. And that would be the last one there. Okay. All right. Loading. Yeah, after I get these load-ins up in here, I'll probably call that the night. That one kind of knocked me out too. Yeah, guys, go. We got links in the description. Joe Catapano is still working on his star circuit. Things are looking good. He was hitting me up the other day. Let me know he's got some pages happening, some wicked stuff going on over there on the Star Circuit. If you Star Circuit fan, check out Joe's social media. Keep up with him over there. Again, Bancroft is launching his newest book in 4 days, so go check him out over there. Yeah, we are moving right along. It is. We did make an update, and I'll be real with you guys. I said I was going to make an update every week on that, but we do it here on the show. And I am basically finished with this page, and that's what I was going to update it with. Be like, look, we're done with the page, yeah. But then next week, unless I am like super speed, we're not going to have an update like that. Just be like, yeah, guys, sorry I couldn't give you a good update in a week. I'm working on the book. So I'm sitting there trying to figure out a good update schedule. I know like once a month is all right. So we'll see what happens here. But I did say I'd make updates. I did say I would. So I kind of need to, anyway, that's what's going on here, guys. You know what we doing. Next week, Dwight should be with me, and that's all I got. That's all I got, man. That's all I got. Right, so we're gonna, maybe. I was gonna show you guys how I turn the colors different. Well, trust me, we got more loading cowls coming, later. So we'll be popping those in a lot of spots. And it's the same technique that also kind of keeps the coherence within the designs. So yeah. I'm looking at this cross right here, seeing if I'm. All right, no, sorry, I'm getting lost again. Love you guys. Thank you all for sticking around. We're saving it. Sorry about the technical delays that we had there. But yeah, go check us out if you like what we're doing. You know, we're over there on Steam. You can go check out our prototype and everything. But yeah, let's have going out there, guys. All right, later. I'm gonna pull up the yeah, later, Jeremy Birds. Later, guys. Thanks for sticking around. I know it was a rather boring one just watching me talk to myself the whole time. But hey, you know, we make it. Oh, guys, Jeremy Burt's been doing some crazy artwork over here too. Go sub to him if you can. Go check him out. Again, we love you guys. We're going out with a trailer. Bye.